possibly 11. Hi, BB.
Yeah, I use a dub. I'm a win. I won't look. The dollars call it basketball. Then I did the dash. Can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash. Can I catch me, bro? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself. It's a solo mission. Running up the charts. I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man. Then I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Can I hit that?
Yeah, I'm 2 and 5. That's messed up.
Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this.
Field in Chicago. It's week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 13th season in the NFL, the former MVP Matt Ryan.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan.
Oh, how did he get wide open? Come on, guys.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On the carry.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Fletcher.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Bears' 47.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 2nd season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game
throw him 17
was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tackled at the 27-yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Murray.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Tackle made back at
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Josh Gordon.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Mario Addison drops him for a be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh. The ball carrier, Anthony Barr, brought him down. A gain of 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
At the 39-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Don't you
2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Nowhere to go that time.
Okay.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver. Was drafted that way, and that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, Chicago. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown.
I didn't expect to be that open.
As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
breaks
I need to work on my kicking.
to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. And the Saints first down.
Now Ryan on first down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He's at the 30, the 20. And he
I thought he was just going to sit there.
It's a touchdown.
New Orleans.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped.
10. At their own
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a...
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyler Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have retaken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they'll score us in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's
I was right there too.
Drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks
come on, pick it off.
Alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing again, Ryan. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Ryan's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score, Bears 13.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Oh!
They like what they did in the first half.
Okay.
That worked okay.
That's okay.
But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Saints territory.
The ball carrier.
Nigel Branham brings
Backed up,
Oh my goodness.
found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, the ball
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Ooh, that's a good position.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line.
A gain of 7.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Good job, play.
Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints 1st down.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. No gain there on the completion.
I got the Saints right now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even...
Hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jordan Brooks drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I'm winning 13-7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
I lost the last game, remember?
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt.
The
Not too
option,
shabby.
that's
And
all
the
he
Bears
wants.
take over. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah.
I'm the guy throwing it.
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case,
I got to look at that one.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is Ingram on first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there from point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Last quarter.
Give him 14 on the play. And it'll move the chains.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right here.
Now at Soldier Field, it's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. First down, Murray.
Oh.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ooh,
and that
that's
is
good.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And Zerline's kick is good. And now it's
bump the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete.
I did.
Couldn't keep his feet in.
I did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jordan Brooks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Breaking that one up.
Yeah, he was on my case about playing my game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I'm already done with my
From
game.
the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Yeah.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires.
It says game over on my
end.
end.
They're going to get it in great field position.
I got bored and I got a serious loss. I let the loss get to me.
On 1st down, Ingram.
It was on All Pro when I lost.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Freaking Dalvin Cook is what got me. Dalvin Cook got, I think, 5 touchdowns, 300 yards.
Ingram again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Oh.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Line on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Good.
And that will give him a 12-point lead.
19. Saints 7.
Man, I'm just hitting every freaking field goal except the extra point.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes
stick your nose in the corner.
Vision
Go
of
on.
coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Orlando Scandrick.
Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything.
You sound too happy about that.
And beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own
I hear excuses. That's what I hear.
The Saints offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Screenplay, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards.
He said, slow down, He said, slow down,
cuz. Throw right there for the first
we ain't
down.
got to that part
He has
yet.
taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Oh, my gosh.
So it's Saints football.
I need more practice, though. I ain't ready with a 2-5 record.
After having time to talk it over.
Man,
open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works.
I have a 2-5 record. You expect me
10
to
yards, good for a Saints first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
Actually, probably a 4
He'll
and
get
6.
this one down near the 20-yard
no.
line. Just
I can't do
shy
that.
of the 20. On first and 10. It's Ryan. Got Gordon open, completes it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Oh.
And that will be incomplete.
Come on now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ryan. So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game.
It doesn't answer the question.
The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with victory.
And they're going to
walk
out
fourth
of
quarter.
here with that as their final act. That interception,
20,
good way for them to end
19,
it. A gain of 11
18,
to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with.
10,
And throughout this game,
9,
they've been satisfied
8,
with what he's given them.
7,
Whenever they've needed a big
6,
run,
5,
a first down,
4,
he's the guy
3,
they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what
I'm on a streak.
Half the adjustment.
I'm on a streak.
In the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Low-key. Trying to go in Avengers already? Oh my gosh. Want to be like Loki and disappear. Yeah. I forgot that court limit. What the heck? I forgot that court limit. He's overall 73. Yes. I forgot to tell you I played the Lions. Yep. Ooh, I got the Titans. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. I thought did you not hear me complain about him? For who? Who you playing against, Lions? Yeah, that sounds about right. Because you think that's the first one I played? Okay, I gotta negotiate. With a piggy ring, everybody used to picking me. Now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like a ready losing. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood dinner juice stay turned like. You know, I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter. What we ate. The Titans have Dak Prescott. Oh yeah, I forgot. Take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did they split?
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's week 9 of the Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm off it first.
To the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Well, look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better.
I got hit right after it. Picked off by Jaleel Adai.
What? I went through this guy?
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they
got
slowed
down. Can't go.
Big-time play and a great way for them to start.
They've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Cole Beasley on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 31.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Khalil Mack is just attacking the
connection
freaking
there
hole.
of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Chicago.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And Lockett with a grab over the middle.
Murray's
and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he takes this one in for a touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They are led out by their 27-year-old quarterback, a 2-time Pro Bowler. It's Dak Prescott.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 62 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
From the 38, Prescott. And to the left side here, Wilson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And Wilson has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now, and he's going to score.
Wow, Dak Prescott just ran it in for a touchdown. Nobody came up to tackle him.
Prescott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
from the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Cole fucking Beasley. You stupid
Too tough to
motherfucker.
hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, I can.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
He's a gain of 8.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down. Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
14. Bears 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open is Powell. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Bears.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, I got a score here.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He was looking for Mark Ingram there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
There's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there.
I can't throw the Kobe
ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Murray. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
1 yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Murray again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Murray's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Past the 20. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have retaken the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say.
I missed the extra
Be
point.
quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Greg Zerline set to kickoff.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over.
Did you not hear me complain about Cole Beasley?
I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
punt.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 27-10, the final score. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton with 3 touchdown passes.
I told you.
Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The return man, Wilson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
He's tackled at the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second.
I'm on the edge of my seat in my game.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 43-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Out to the right here to Wilson. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And so the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback. So they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Ingram. He takes his down.
My right tackle is not blocking with the crap.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against
I'd be gone every time.
On 3rd and 2, Murray. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
I missed the extra point again.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now it's Wilson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun, looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Alan Bailey, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Prescott. That one is caught by Hunt. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
Incomplete.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And as we look at the tape, he's getting close to 200 yards. Think he can smell it?
He can not only smell it, he can probably count it. And he's looking.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7th. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mark Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air.
I lost 5
Bears
times.
push further out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
I'm a Bears. I lost
I don't
no
believe
throw.
that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keeps the score. Bears 29.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
sorry.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Prescott. Looking left sideline.
Why would you throw it across?
Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. Touchdown, Titans. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little
Can't
bit
be setting you up like that.
Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for goal.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
For Albert Wilson.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot now for Prescott. And Wilson has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop back.